Good morning, good morning. How are you today? How are you today? Very well and thank you. Very well and thank you. That is fine. Come on. That is fine. Good morning, boys and girls. How are you doing today?
Good morning, Miss. I am fine, thank you.
Good
Good
morning,
morning,
Miss.
Miss. Fine, Miss.
I am good today, Miss.
Okay. Good morning. Good morning, boys and girls. Let's sing our math song now. It was like, it's math time, it's math time. We're gonna have some fun. It's math time, it's math time. We're gonna have some fun. So, boys and girls, our topic today for maths, we will be looking at fraction. So, here I have a video for you to watch. I want you to pay keen attention to the video because after I will be asking some questions. And if you would like to answer the question, just raise your hand using the icon below. Right, boys and girls?
Yes, Miss.
Oh, yes, Miss.
Yes,
Okay,
Miss.
good. So remember to pay keen attention to the video.
Learn and play online. Today, we are going to learn about fractions, halves, and quarters. You might be wondering, what is a fraction? Well, a fraction represents parts of a whole. This is an example of what a fraction looks like. The number at the top is called the numerator. The numerator tells us how many equal parts you have of the whole. The number at the bottom is called the denominator. The denominator tells you how many equal parts of the whole there are altogether. Now let's go through some examples so we can have a better understanding. Here we have one whole donut. If I wanted to share the donut with someone, I would have to cut it into equal parts and make it fair. If I cut my donut like this, I'll have one small piece and one big piece. That means they are not equal parts. So let's try that again. This time I cut the donut into 2 equal parts because they are the same size. When you have cut something and have 2 equal pieces, that means you have cut it into half. On this side, I have 1 piece of the donut, which is why the numerator is 1. But altogether, there are 2 pieces, and that's why the denominator is 2. That's the same for this piece as well. Over here, we have 1 piece of the donut, but there are 2 pieces altogether. Each piece shows half of the donut. Have a look at these pictures. Which of these objects have been cut into half? Remember, an object has been cut into half if there are 2 equal pieces. You can pause the video to discuss it with someone. We are now going to show you the answers. The objects that have been circled have been cut into half because they all have 2 equal parts. Let's now move on and learn about quarters. we are going to use one whole donut again. But this time, to make quarters, we need to make 4 equal parts. First, we'll cut the donut into half. Now we have 2 equal parts. To make quarters, we need 4 equal parts. So let's cut it in half again. The donut has now been cut into quarters because there are 4 equal parts. Let's count them together. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Let's look at this piece on its own. Here we have just one piece, which is why the numerator is 1. But altogether there were 4 pieces, which is why the denominator is 4. That is the same for this piece as well. This is one piece of the donut, which is why the numerator is 1. But there are 4 pieces altogether, which is why the denominator is 4. Each piece of the donut is 1/4. Remember, if we have 4 equal parts of a whole, we have quarters. Have a look at the pictures below. Which of these objects have been cut into quarters? You can pause the video to discuss it with someone. We are now going to show you the answers. All of these objects have been cut into quarters because they all have 4 equal parts. Thanks for watching! Please remember to subscribe.
Okay. Remember, if you would like to answer the question, you just raise your hands using the icon. Now, boys and girls, can someone tell me what is a fraction? Miss Gulliver?
Miss, the video say a fraction is a part of a whole.
Good job, that is true. Can someone name the fractions that we will be looking at today?
Miss, a half and
Half.
quarter.
Half and quarter. That is correct. Good. So what is a half? Now I want you to take a good look at this picture. So let's look at the picture. Let's look at the picture. Can you see the picture?
Not as yet, Miss.
Okay, 1 minute. Good. Let's look at the picture. What do you see in the picture here?
Apples.
Apples. Good. How many pieces do you see?
2 pieces.
It's
Miss.
two, see there?
2 pieces, Miss.
2 pieces, right? And it's not just 2 pieces. If you look at them,
It's-
are they the same
No,
piece?
Miss, they're 2 equal parts.
2 equal parts, right? And if something is cut into 2 equal parts, what do we call it?
A half, teacher.
It's an half.
Half.
Good. And if you put them together, what will we get?
A
A
whole.
Miss.
Good. So can
Whole.
someone tell me what they think a half is now? Gulliver?
Miss, a half is 2 parts of a whole.
2 parts of a whole. I'm looking for a special word there that is missing. Tuesday.
Two equal parts, teacher.
That is correct. A half is 2 equal parts of a whole. Let's take a look at this other picture. Good. What do you see in the picture here?
Teacher, that's a watermelon.
A watermelon. Can you tell me what you see in the picture? What is going on with the watermelon?
This
Someone
is
tell me.
a
Let's have
green
Levi.
watermelon.
It's a green watermelon.
Miss,
Thank you very
one
much.
of the watermelon is, and the next one is cut into half.
One of the watermelon is whole and the other is half. Give him a clap.
Half.
That is
Yes,
good
miss.
job, Levi. Let's take a look at the other picture. Good. So what do we have here in this picture?
Teacher, that's a cake. It's divided into parts.
It's divided into parts. How many parts?
4 parts, teacher. 4 equal parts.
Four equal
miss.
parts. And what fraction is this?
This a
It's
half.
a quarter.
This is a half.
I heard
Quarter,
somebody
miss.
said a half. Remember we said, what is a half?
We say a half is 2 equal parts, Miss, but that is 4 parts.
Equal parts. Correct. And this is 4 parts. So if it's cut in 4 equal parts, it is
A quarter, Miss.
a quarter. So we know that a
Quarter,
quarter
miss.
is 4 equal parts of a whole. A quarter is 4 equal parts of a whole. Now let's
Yes.
take a look at the other picture. Good. So what do we see here again? Another cake?
Another cake, Miss. I like the cake.
Yes, this cake look delicious. So what happened to the cake?
Miss, they cut the cake in a quarter. A quarter of the cake is missing, like they cut it in a quarter.
Yes, they took out a quarter. Remember from our discussion and from the video that we watched, it said that a quarter,
Is
what did
4
it say?
equal parts.
4 equal parts of a whole. And if we remove, and what is a half?
This is when you put
A half is 2 equal parts.
equal parts.
2 equal
Equal
parts.
parts.
Remember when we say half, we're speaking about 2 equal parts. And when we say quarter, we're speaking about 4 equal parts. It must be equal. Now, I would like for you to take a look around your home. See if you see anything that can be cut to show half or quarter. So Tuesday, I would like for you to put on your
Teacher,
camera.
I have an apple here.
Okay. And how are you going to cut the apple?
I'm gonna cut it in half.
Okay, let's
I
see.
have the knife here. So I cut the apple. I have 2 halves here.
2 halves.
And if you put the 2 halves together, you get 1 whole apple.
Good job. Anyone else would like to show me? Good job, Tuesday.
Wow, the apple look delicious.
Yes, it does.
Yes, miss.
And who
I
are you
too.
going to share the apple with Tuesday?
Teacher, I'll share it with my friend next to me, Amanda.
Okay, nice. Can I have someone put on the cameras to show me what they found in their home?
Yes, miss.
Okay, Swati. Okay, okay, Levi, cameras is on, okay.
Yes, miss, I have here a cardboard and it is in 4 equal parts. And so the
Can you
cardboard is
raise it up
divided
a
into 4
little
equal
more?
parts. Yes, miss.
I'm not seeing it properly. Just raise it a little higher. Okay.
You're not seeing it properly, miss. Yes, miss. Yes. Thank you.
And how many parts do you have there?
Miss, 4 equal parts.
4 equal parts. So how did you
Yes,
cut it?
miss.
You cut it in? What fraction do you have there?
Miss, a quarter.
A quarter.
4
I saw
quarters,
Swaswati
miss.
was about to put on. Good job, Levi. Swaswati, you was about to put on your camera?
Yes, miss, I found the tomato. And if I cut
Okay.
it in half, if I cut it, I get 2 equal pieces.
2 equal parts. Lovely. And how did you cut the tomato? You cut it in?
A half
A half.
on time.
All right, good job. So it shows that you guys understand what when we talk about half, that we're speaking about 2 equal parts. And when we talk about fraction, when we talk about quarter, we're speaking about what are we
4
talking
equal
about?
parts.
12
Four-
4
parts.
equal parts. And remember, the parts must be equal, because if it's not equal, then it's not an half and it's not a quarter. Now, I'm going to place you into
Quarter.
groups. So we're going to have group 1. You will place a mark under the pizza that shows half and place a mark under the pie that shows quarter. Some group 1, can I see what you're doing? I would like to see your how you're doing the activity to see if you understand. Okay, let's give group 1 a minute.
Yes, can you
Okay.
see now?
Yes, I am seeing it. So remember the instruction says to place a mark under the pizza that shows half and place a mark under the pie that shows quarter. Is that correct, boys and girls?
Yes, miss.
Yes, miss.
Good.
Oh, them pies
Yes,
look
miss.
nice.
It does. I think I'm going to get myself a slice of a quarter of a pizza later. So now we will go on to group 2, and I would like group 2 to color each shape to show quarter, half and quarter. Color the shape to show half and quarter. Group 2, please put on your camera so I can see what you're doing.
Miss, can you see?
Yes, I am seeing.
That is half of a circle, half of a heart, half of a triangle, half of a rectangle, half of a diamond, and half of a pentagon. This is a quarter of a circle.
Okay. So we finished with half. We're moving over to quarter.
Yes, miss, I'm finished.
Good job. Is that correct, boys and girls?
Yes, miss.
Yes,
Good.
ma'am.
Now,
Yes, miss.
finally, wonderful. Finally, group 3, you will identify pictures that shows half, quarter, and whole. Identify pictures that shows half, quarter, and whole. Are you finished, group 3?
Yes, miss.
Good job. So group 1, group 2, and group 3, you guys have displayed that you understand the concept of fraction by clapping. You can just clap. Good job. So before we end our lesson, we're just going to recap what we have learned. And by doing so, we will